Welcome to the Huey and Angelina Wilson Foundation's Prison Reentry Initiative Training, Part 1 of 7, Guidelines and Approach. The Foundation is excited to provide prospective applicants with this 7-part training series around our Prison Reentry Initiative. The impacts we envision with this initiative are a dramatic reduction in the percentage of the formerly incarcerated who return to prison and an increase in the cost savings to the community associated with their successful reintegration. These ambitious results will require both the Foundation and our partners to think differently about our work. For many years, foundations have funded worthy programs but never really been sure what the outcomes of those programs are. We have decided to shift our grant making to focus on the tangible, real results that our grantee partners can achieve. The Foundation wants to know that our grantee partners are improving the lives of incarcerated and formerly incarcerated individuals and helping them to reenter society successfully. We believe this new approach will help us achieve our results and build the capacity of people and organizations involved in reentry efforts in Louisiana. This training series is an effort to help our applicants think critically about their programs and put forth the best possible application for the initiative. Let's get started. Before beginning this video, we encourage you to download the Reentry Initiative Guidelines for your reference. This video will cover the highlights of the guidelines, however, you will want to fully familiarize yourself with their contents. The guidelines are located on our website, www.hawilsonfoundation.org/prison-reentry. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll find the link there. Our interest in this work comes straight from our founders, Huey and Angelina Wilson. The Wilsons believed that communities are strengthened when people begin to see themselves as resources and find successful ways of marshaling their talents and the talents of local people and organizations to solve problems. They created the Foundation to enhance Louisiana's communities, and in particular the greater Baton Rouge area, by supporting philanthropic initiatives and programs that improve the lives of its citizens. They understood that for people to be self-sufficient, productive members of society, they must have their basic needs, healthcare, and education met, and they knew that the disadvantaged, particularly the sick and disabled, the indigent, and the formerly incarcerated, need particular resources so they are better able to be competent and productive citizens. With these directives, we have been engaged in prison reentry programmatic work since 2008, supporting reentry programs that focus on education, job readiness, life and soft skills training, financial literacy, parenting, and family reunification. While we will continue to support such integral programs, we have adopted a more strategic, comprehensive approach that will provide a greater, more thoughtful source of support for reentry services, as well as policy and advocacy work. With Louisiana having the highest incarceration rate in the world, the Foundation believes that this historically underfunded area should be a top priority. Folks engaged in prison reentry work know the statistics all too well. Louisiana's incarceration rate ranks first in the nation per capita, and with the U.S. leading global incarceration rates, that makes us first in the world. Approximately 17,000 individuals are incarcerated in Louisiana each year. 1 in 26 Louisiana adults is either incarcerated or on probation or parole. At an average annual cost of more than $17,000 per inmate, incarceration costs Louisiana taxpayers nearly $700 million each year. Reducing the number of people who return to prison benefits everyone in our community. Of those incarcerated, Louisiana will release 18,000 individuals over the course of a year. These men and women need social and structural supports to bridge their transition back into society, or else they risk becoming part of the 35% who will return to prison within 3 years of his or her exit. Our approach. The Foundation will make 3 types of investments within this initiative: direct service or program support, capacity and collaboration building, and systems change. Type 1, direct service or program support. Projects selected for direct service investments will answer the question, what positive gains will occur for individual participants or communities? Projects include new or existing programs that work directly with incarcerated or formerly incarcerated individuals, employers, or community members to achieve results. The second type of investments are focused on capacity and collaboration building. Projects selected for capacity and collaboration building investments will answer these questions. How will your organization and/or other organizations be different? What will this enable you and others to do better? How will collaboration improve effectiveness or efficiency while improving results for returning citizens? Projects include efforts that strengthen the existing capacity and/or collaboration of reentry organizations to achieve results. Finally, systems change. Projects selected for systems change investments will answer the question, how will your work inform change on a macro level, including influencing policy or changing service provider practices? Projects include awareness, research, and advocacy efforts that lead to positive changes by state and local lawmakers, including district attorneys, judges, sheriffs, wardens, and probation and parole officers. Our three types of investment lend themselves to the particular areas of focus for this initiative. The Foundation seeks to support efforts that focus in on one or more of these areas. Increasing the awareness and education not only of the incarcerated and formerly incarcerated, but also of district attorneys, sheriffs, wardens, probation and parole officers, employers, and community members to support positive reentry. Building the capacity and collaboration between and among prison, probation, and parole staff, reentry service providers, faith-based providers, volunteer mentors, and health and mental health care workers to increase the quality and availability of reentry supports and services, and facilitating policy and practice changes by district attorneys, judges, sheriffs, wardens, state lawmakers, and employers to support positive reentry. Our operating principles. The Foundation defines itself as an investor and is interested in creating the highest possible levels of human gain for the grant dollars we have available. Given this focus, the Foundation reviews each proposal with respect to available funds and responses to three overarching questions. Number 1. What results are being proposed? Results are defined as the sustained positive changes in behaviors and/or conditions in stakeholders that will be achieved through the project. Number 2. How likely is it that this group can achieve the results they are proposing? Our assessment will be based on factors such as past result successes of the organization and its programs, validity of the proposed program approach, organizational capacity, and key personnel leading the project. Number 3. Is this the best possible use of Foundation funds given other opportunities before us? We consider the cost relative to the gain, looking for projects that increase collaboration, quality and systemic change, and opportunities for replication to other organizations and parishes. When reviewing proposals, we will look at the use of all monies going into a project or program, not just dollars contributed by the Foundation, as well as the sustainability of the work. Characteristics of desired projects. In making investment determinations, the Foundation will look for projects with the following characteristics. Projects designed to produce and verify specific changes in systems, organizations, and participants that directly contribute to the results we seek in the respective focus areas. Projects that achieve more than one Prison Reentry Initiative result. Projects that can be effectively implemented and ultimately continued without our funding. You'll see that sustainability of your project beyond this initial funding will need to be addressed in the application. Projects that are replicable and can be shared with other organizations looking to produce similar results. projects that use evidence-based practices and strategies and/or offer clear results. While the projects to be supported by this initiative should be long-term in nature, investments will be made in one-year increments. Partners will be expected to report on progress and participate in learning sessions quarterly. Opportunities for additional support will be provided to partners who make meaningful progress toward the Prison Reentry Initiative's results. This concludes this portion of our training series. We encourage potential applicants to make use of all resources available to them, including these videos, workbooks, and guide sheets. The video training series includes videos on Guidelines and Approach, where we discuss the background of the Prison Reentry Initiative, its guidelines, and the Foundation's approach. Strategic Map and Results Trails. These documents together define the outcomes we are seeking from our grantee partners. Spark Plugs describes people who are catalysts for change in whom we want to invest. Results Thinking and Target Statements. This video is meant to help you move from thinking about your programs in terms of what you do to thinking about your programs in terms of what results you get for your clients. Milestones, the individual markers on your pathway to success. The applications. This video is a walkthrough of each of our 3 types of applications. Application timeline, access, and next steps. Walks you through important dates and accessing and creating your application through our online portal. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact the Foundation at any time. 225-292-1344 or www.hawilsonfoundation.org.